base today and bent up some metal. So if you might remember from that last video, this piece right here came from the forward section of the bed, and we straightened it down so I could get a better pattern of it, and then we made this. Actually, I made two of them. I got the other one on the bench that I'm going to have to hammer a little bit just to get this radius to fold up properly, because right now it's probably at a 45 and it really needs to be at a 90. Overall, we did pretty well. I mean, I'm pretty pleased with it for it being a quick little bending. You know, he did awesome on it. So here's another thing too. This panel right here, I've shown it in another video, but this is the forward section of the bed. The bottom section here, this right here is where the planks were, or the actual bed floor was. It was right on top here, and for the most part it is worn right on through. That flange is gone. So we took some pieces of metal and formed them in this fashion. So these are going to go right here. I made two of them. I don't need it that long. I only needed, you know, probably, I don't know, a quarter or a third of this, but we went ahead and made multiple pieces, just in case I have a problem. But I'd rather have too much than not enough. But I'm not going to overlap it, obviously. I'm going to splice it, and this is going to go in this place. So overall, this forward section of the bed is very nice, and I don't want to lose it. So I don't even think I could get a new one if I wanted to, but this all right here is really nasty. It's going to need some metal repair. I bet you if I just took the grinder to it, I'll find out how really bad it is. But I measured up about, I don't know, a little bit more than an inch up, and that's where I'm starting to get the really good metal right here, where it's not severely pitted. But all of this is so brittle. This has got to go. This right here is just awful, and yeah. Maybe have to replace some of this up the side, but I'll get to that. Yeah, really just wanted to get these pieces cut out today, and then start working on that forward section of the bed there and start getting it back together. This piece right here is necessary to put that all back together before I even put the bed floor down. So I talked to the guy at work, and he's going to help me make up replacement parts for the front. The aft section of the bed. I mean, when I'm looking at it right now, it's the front. But yeah, I got metal on standby, and the guy is definitely willing to help. He helped build a coworker's Mustang, like a '67 or '68 Mustang. Yeah, so this is moving along a little bit better than I had thought. All right, that is what I went from. Okay, it's severely pitted. As you can see right here, I took the grinder to it, and it's just really bad. There's stuff. This is the worst. Swiss cheese. And here is what I've already got in place. Took a few minutes to get this to fit. Yeah, I've got a big hole right there. I'm going to have to figure something out. Other than that, not too bad. That was a little bit of a pain to fit right in there. This is what I'm looking at. Right through there. I think if finally get the spot wells put in there, it'll clean it up. That corner right there is I had to notch it out so I could get this this piece here to fit, but I obviously took a little bit too much, but you know what? It's okay. This brace was a bit of a pain. I had to measure out. I lost the ruler. Anyway, it's about 3/4 of an inch right in here, and I had to pull this whole thing down and towards me to clamp that in place. So pretty much gonna have to mark right through here where I'm gonna need to put the welds. But I'm pretty pleased with it. It's not bad for just one day's work. Obviously made a big mess of it, but I've already started working on this one. Did some relief cuts right there so that I could bend this. I tried hitting on it to bring it up, but it was just too much of an angle for my skill. But yeah, there was supposed to be a flange here, but I'm not really worried about it, because that is this right here. I'm not worried. I think if I just tack it here, here, and here, just go straight across with it, it'll do better. I might even cut this one off, this right here, which would be this one. I might just cut this piece off and then butt weld this and that to that stake pocket. I haven't decided yet. I guess I'll figure out when I go to put it in. But yeah, that's it. That's that inside corner. I think it came out pretty good. Okay, here's that forward bulkhead piece that I was talking about. As you can see, Swiss cheese coming through. And here's the replacement piece that we made. And that will actually go just like that, right there. And it fits pretty close. Obviously, it needs some body work done to the panel. Nothing but rust. That's awesome. But we did a pretty good job. Actually, I think it looks pretty damn good for what it was. And anyway, on the bottom side here, I measured up so I could cut one straight line going across. I probably could take this to the metal shop and have them just shear it off. I don't know yet. I guess I'll get. This is on the top part of the forward edge of the bed. I'm thinking about obviously throwing in some, probably some what do they call it, rust encapsulator paint down in there, like pour 15 or something, and then boxing this off. No need for more water or moisture to get in there if it really. Alright, just in case you were struggling like I was to visualize how this thing actually goes back together, I'll put the forward bulkhead panel back in. This actually doesn't have, I guess I thought it had rotted away, but if you look here, this I don't think actually belongs here, but that's fine, I'll leave it. What I'll do is just tack that together. But what I'm going to do is this piece that will come up, go straight to here, I'm just going to hack that off of here in order to make this work. But yeah, I think once I put this back together, it's never coming apart. When you put the forward bulkhead piece back in, you can see all the spot welds. And down there, this side looks nicer. Just gotta pull that to right there. It lines right up. So, yeah, I can go ahead and remove on the other piece that comes up. I could probably remove that part of the angle. I don't know if it's really necessary, but